Eagles and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60. And we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. As it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Get excited! What a season it's been for our AFC champions. This was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
11 mighty.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive, that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Burrow looking to pass. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And then maneuvers his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go. Hey, can. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Evades him at the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Walker, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Throw caught by Achane. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? And he is caught by a diving Thomas. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
On play action, here's Williams. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a good step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ken Walker, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now Williams. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. Plenty of scoring here already. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Williams. Eluding and not willing to take a shot out of the pocket. He tucks it and goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deep to return, Malik Washington. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
A give for Walker running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
11, 11, 11. It's just set.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 MT.
From the gun, it's Walker. To about the 26 here.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ready?
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 2, ready?
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And this will not be enough on 3rd and 5. He only gets 3.
A gain of 3.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kyle Pitts, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars offense set to begin their next drive. They had a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number. He's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
On one, ready?
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down to about the 42. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's second and 10.
Gun.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Lutz to try to end the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Devon Achane, 60 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight in a few areas they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 56 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1-1, right?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
11, mighty. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
Burrow going for it on fourth. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now HN on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Looking to throw is Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow will let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They're pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, H.M. They'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they'll make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Here we go. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 50 yards. And the Eagles have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Williams. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, ready? 11. Here we go. Shot.
They'll give it up to the big man, Walker. And able to work his way down to 16. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On 2.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
11. Here we go.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, Did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Up the middle, Achan. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Williams. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll dump this off to Achan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Man, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devon Achan, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Can you believe the decision to go for 2 here? For all intents and purposes, this play could decide the Super Bowl. Williams going to throw for it. It's complete. And he's in. The move pays off, and they've taken the lead in this Super Bowl. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
I do think it's bad to say they were caught off guard a little bit when deciding not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Right, 80. Let him touch.
Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oof, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now run with Walker.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Hey, can. Can.
Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made in the Jaguars' 21. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt the big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Let's get set.
Hand off here to Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
I'm one, ready?
Here's first and goal.
Stop.
Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down on the 2-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs.